Hi, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Erika. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hola, Natalie. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another class with Northgate, or Cooking with Northgate, as I like to call them. My name is Abril Chavarria, and I'm so happy to have you here today. Hi, Amy. Oh, you don't have a camera on this computer. Oh, what can we do about that, Tere?
Oh, she doesn't need a camera because we don't see her.
Oh,
so it's all good
okay.
as long as they can see you.
Yeah, so right now, if you can see me, that's the important part. But if you guys need to ask any questions or need to communicate with me or with my co-host Tere, just make sure to type anything that you need us to know in the
Chat.
text bubble. Yeah, in the chat. But hello, welcome. Do you feel the season? Like we're in the season of tamales. Tere, it's finally here. We've been praying for 6 or 7 months, but we got it. And today is a very special class to me. I really, I was pushing for this class because I feel like this is a tamal for beginners class, right? I don't know about you guys, but in my case, the first time I thought about making tamales, it was like such an overwhelming and intimidating feeling, because tamales, you think about tamales and you think, oh no, this is so hard. And I think we have to tackle those fears. And this class precisely is to do so. So if you've never done tamales in your life, if you are like, don't know how to do them, the basics, here I'm gonna teach you some hacks, and you're gonna kind of grasp the knowledge, and then we can move forward in some other classes. Because Tere, do you know we're having like 6 different classes of tamales? 5. And this is the first one. So today we're doing tamales one-on-one beginners with Abril. Again, if you have any questions at all, please let me know in the chat. That is here to help me navigate this class the easiest way possible. And let's get to it, Tere. What do you think?
Let's start, Abril. I'm so excited.
Yes.
And like Abril said, if you have any questions, put them in the chat and I'll relate them to Abril, and let's get this tamale season underway.
Yes, tamale season. I'm so happy. Okay. Yes, my pot. What's that, Tere? Sorry, guys. Let's just
La
ask away.
olla, ¿quieren saber? Yeah, what size is your pot?
This is a small tamale pot, actually, because, you know, I went to Northgate today, actually, and they have like the, you know, big mama ones for today's class. And since I have a small family and no one else lives here near me, so I don't have a lot of people to share a lot of tamales with. So I have my small one, and you can order this online. I got it from Amazon, I believe. And if not, and if you need a big, I recommend the big one. If you have a lot of family and you want to make a lot of tamales, the big one is the one to go. Also, we need, at least I use the rack. Since this is not a tamal pot as it is, it's just like a tall regular pot. I use this little rack here, so we can do the, how do you say baño Maria in English, Tere? Waterbed? Waterbed.
Yes. But I think that's more of a steaming thing, no?
Or, yeah.
It's a steamer.
Well, we call baño Maria in Spanish the process in which you put the water on the bottom and then you cook. Yeah, you steam the food on top. Okay, guys, let me go through the ingredients with you very fast. And what I was telling you about, don't be intimidated by tamales, and we're gonna start from the beginning. And the reason we're doing this is because we're using the Northgate market masa. And let me tell you something about this masa. So, you know, I like to cook and that's what I do for a living. But once I tried this masa, and I'm all about hacks if you know me. So now I'm just like, I just buy this masa and I don't go to the process of doing my own masa because this is just perfect. The tamales come out super fluffy and then it saves you a lot of time and effort that the modern person, the modern mom, the modern cook doesn't have. So I do recommend you get this one. I think that one of my classes, the last one, the one with the mole tamales, in that one, I'm going to show you how to prepare your own masa. But for the rest of my classes, I'm just going to use this one. And I truly recommend you guys do so. Okay. Also, just as a fact, we're not using these today, but I just wanted to let you know that Northgate also carries flavor tamales, you know, like for sweet tamales. And this one's strawberry, and they also have pineapple. I just wanted to show you about this one. Okay, guys. So what is the trick about this class today that it's super easy? You're going to end up saying, oh my gosh, this is so easy to prepare. And I wanted to do so you guys are not overwhelmed because I know there's a lot of beginners here. And we are also going to use the prepared meats that Northgate Market carries. And this one is the res tamal meat. That will be beef. They also have pork and they also have the chicken one, which is the green. And the reason why I chose to teach a class for beginners with all made meats and masa is because we're gonna focus on the husks and the banana leaves and how to fold correctly the tamal. So this is for you to get familiarized with the tamal process. So in our next class, we can do a little bit more complex things and so on. Okay? Is everyone ready? Are we ready, Tere?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so first step, we are going to use one of like a bowl and we're gonna place some warm or hot water in it so we can soften our corn husks or the tamales. And you know the corn husks are coming, they come in this bag and they are kind of dry right now. So we do need to hydrate them with warm water so they're like flexible for us to start like assembling our tamales. Do you see me here, Tere, or should I bring this thing closer?
I think we can see you, but if somebody thinks we should bring you closer, we'll bring you closer.
Okay, let's do it, just in case. Okay, there we go. Okay, guys. What other ingredients we're gonna, oh, that's perfect. Okay, I'm gonna teach you how to soften the banana leaves. And what I'm gonna do is, since we have two flavors of tamales, we're gonna use the banana leaves for the meat ones, and we're gonna use the corn husks for the green ones. Okay, so I have my warm water already. And I'm just gonna fill the bowl. And there we go. And we're gonna start placing our husks. And I like to separate them first. Now, there's some little and kind of thin husks. I personally don't use this until it's the last batch because they're super thin and you have to use like two, or some other ones are super small and you also have to kind of combine them. So I always leave them to like when you're running out, the last ones. Now, Tere, what are your favorite flavor of tamales?
I love any kind of tamales. I love rajas. I love beef. I love pork. I like chicken. I like sweet. I'm just excited about tamales.
Yes, and you know what? You can basically put anything inside of a tamal, and it's gonna taste bomb.
So you're gonna laugh, but when I was little, my abuelita used to say, "Mija, ¿qué quiere para su cumpleaños?" And I used to say tamales.
Yes, obviously.
Because my birthday was in April and tamales were only done in December, so.
Yeah, from December to February, right?
Yes.
And that's it. You stop eating tamales unless you go buy them. Okay, guys, so sometimes the husks will have a little bit of mold. I personally don't use them, but I've seen people who do. I just reserve these type of leaves, the thin ones, the small ones, all the way to the end, because sometimes you run out of husks, so you need to improvise, and that's when I use them. Okay, so I think for now, these are gonna be it. It's enough, because we're not gonna make all the tamales right now. We don't wanna stay here like 4 or 5 hours. But this process is gonna save you so much time. So last week 2 weeks ago, I had a Friendsgiving dinner. And so I went to Northgate and got some of the tamales there. But when I got here, 2 other people confirmed, and I was like, oh, I didn't get enough tamales. And so that's when I did these tamales. They're so easy to make, and they're fast, and it's like cooking any other thing that will take you a few minutes, and then they're done. The perfect hacks. Okay, guys. So we're leaving those husks over there. And while we do that, we are going to put the masa in here. Oh my gosh, did it. My favorite season is from Dia de Muertos all the way to Dia de Reyes. It is the most wonderful time of the year. Okay, so I'm gonna use half the bag, and they have 2 sizes of bags, but I'm teaching another class on Wednesday, so I got the big bag. And I'm sure that you can ask them for less if you want, right, Tere?
Yes, less or more, whatever you want.
More. And one thing I like about this masa is that it's made fresh. So they don't put any conservadores or how do you say conservadores in English? Like preservatives. They don't use any of those things. You get what you would do. And look, it's super whipped and fluffy. I just love it. Okay, so let's start with the green tamales, guys. We're gonna start assembling. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this package, but I'm gonna drain it a little bit. And you feel free to drain yours if you want, or just keep it like that. I personally don't like them super watery. So I'm gonna use one of these, and I'm just gonna remove the excess of liquid. Okay, and we're gonna place it here. There we go. Okay. There we go, Tere. Perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
And as you can tell, these husks have been already softened already. We don't need a lot of time or anything. I'm I'm gonna use this here to start placing my tamales. Now, you know what? I'm gonna use another one. I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use this one. Sorry about that. So we can put them like standing up. And I'm gonna use this spoon so the excess of liquid can kind of drain out of my spoon as well. Now, talking about the spreading, I recommend you guys to get one of these. I've seen people use a spoon or a knife. This one was a game changer for me. I really like it. So if you can get it, that will be better. Okay, well, let's start, Tere.
Let's start, Abril.
Okay, let's do this. So what we are doing here is we are getting one of the husks, and it's so easy. Once you, it's like an acquired skill, the tamales. But I used to get so intimidated by them. Once I learned how to do them, voila. Okay, so we're gonna grab about a spoonful of the masa, and we're just gonna spread it from the half up. Okay, a little bit more. And making sure we spread all the way to the sides, okay? Now, I like my tamales thin, but this is up to you. I know people that like them very chunky on the masa. I personally like them super thin. And this is what I'm gonna do right here. I'm just gonna spread it evenly. And if you can see, this is like the tiniest or thinnest coating that we have here. And you see how the masa is so nicely spreading like whipped cream, kind of. That's the texture that you're looking for. And they do it all for you there in Northgate. So thank you for that, Northgate. Thank you, Tere. Okay. See that? That's
Wow.
beautiful. Now, we're gonna get, I'm gonna say like half of a spoon or closer to a spoon of the meat. And we are going to kind of place it like this. There you go. A little to the side. And then look at this. We're gonna fold it and then fold it again, making like a little rollito. And then we fold the remaining bottom leaf. Okay.
Yes, that's bien curiositos.
They're small, thin, but with a lot of meat, like chunky, in that way. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, there we go. And you see how fast the leaves, the husks are soft, like they don't need a lot of time. Okay, this is a smaller leaf. So let's see what happens if I have a smaller, thinner leaf. What I like to do is this. I like to place one on top of the other, but not completely, like from the half end to the other half. Do you see? And here's where I'm gonna concentrate the masa. And I'm gonna use the other sides to fold it. Okay. Again, we have the masa. We spread You have to be very careful because this one, since it's double, it's gonna kind of move. Okay, I wanna show you. Perfect. Oh my gosh, that music's so Christmassy. And tamales are, oh my gosh, you cannot have a posada without tamales. I know some people eat them in Christmas. So if you're doing a lot of tamales, this is a great idea. Just get everything from Northgate and assemble. There. So nice. Okay. Tamal number 2, Tere. Now, you know, whenever you move your husk from the bowl, make sure you have like kitchen towel so you can drain it a little bit, like dry it. Mira qué bonito. Perfect. Make sure when you place them in wherever you're placing them, you can stack them standing up. Any questions, Tere? Mira qué bonita esta hoja. This is like the perfect husk. It's thick and big. Okay, we're gonna dry it. Again, this is a matter of getting used to the process. And what I like to do is kind of do like rainbow shape from the middle, like a windshield shape. See, like from the middle all the way. Ay, se me dobló. And this thing makes it very, very easy. Perfect. Okay. And once you kind of get the hang of it, you can go like faster. Now, our next class of tamales, we're gonna prepare from scratch the filling of the norteño tamales, which are like from the green tamales from Baja. They're chicken tamales in tomatillo sauce, but they add potatoes, jalapenos, and olives, green olives. And we're gonna do everything from scratch, but the masa will be Northgate masa. And we have that class on Wednesday, right, Tere?
Sorry. Yes, ma'am.
I was like, oh, are you there?
I'm like talking to myself.
There you go. So yes, we have that class on Wednesday. That's gonna be a fun one, norteño tamales. There's so many things we can make tamales of. I tried a tamal de cochinita the other day.
Well, I'm like excited with all the tamales you guys are gonna make this season. Tamal de birria, tamal de arroz con leche, tamal de. I'm just excited.
I mean, so I think I went overboard, so I'm gonna remove. There we go. Well, you can never go wrong with tamales, Tere. I was reading the other day that tamales were the perfect meal for the Aztecs and the Mayans because it was a powerful snack that you could carry with you. So they would go hunting. Yeah, they would go on the go and they would bring their tamales and you just like unwrap them and it made so much sense. It's just like a power bar, you know, but filled with deliciousness.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Roll and fold, Tere. Roll and fold. So do they have any questions? Does anyone have any questions? I'm gonna make one more, guys. And if you don't have any questions with the green tamales, we're gonna move to the other leaf, the banana leaves, which are my favorite. Banana leaves are my ultimate favorite wrapping. It just adds so much flavor to the tamal. Okay, there we go. This is gonna be a tiny one. So in this case, I recommend double, porque miren, quedó bien chiquito. So for those tiny ones, I would recommend another, make it a double. Okay, perfect. So let's see. Let's start cooking these ones, guys. We're gonna add some water to our steamer. It's gonna be about, well, in this case, it's gonna be about a cup and a half, probably 2. And I'm gonna start it in medium heat. Now, make sure whenever you are gonna cook your tamales, to be checking for the water, because if the water evaporates, then you're gonna have a messy mess. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna line the pot. Let me show you over here. We're gonna line the pot with the tiny and not so pretty husks. So we make like a base where our tamales are gonna be standing. We're gonna put a lot of them. That way, we make like a little nest. Yeah, those husks are the seconds.
Yeah.
Those are the ugly quality control, not approved ones. But we can still use them for the bottom. Gonna add a little bit more of water here, porque creo que le faltó. And what I'm gonna do is put it on the side.
Mm-hmm.
There. And since I don't have a lot of tamales, guys, I'm gonna cook them laying down. But the ideal is to cook them standing up. And you wanna fill your you wanna fill your pot with all the tamalitos standing up all together like this, very cute. And what I would do is to always be aware where this part is, okay? So let me show you. So you're gonna place them like this, okay? Because then when you remove them, you can see and hold when you grab them up. Because if you're not looking, then they can open on you, and you don't want that. Whenever a tamal is out of the pot, it's super soft, and you are gonna think that it's not well cooked, but it's just because it's super hot. Let me see if I can put them standing up. No, it's because I just made like 5, but. So remember, always standing up and where you can see the end. Okay, do we have any questions, Tere? We're gonna start.
No, we're good.
Now, a trick here to know when your tamales are ready. just put a little bowl of masa, una bolita de masa here. And when this masa is ready, your tamales are ready.
Are you for real?
Yeah, that's how we know. Whenever this masita cooks here, that means your tamales are ready.
You just taught me a new trick.
It's a hack, Tere. A little hack. Okay. While our tamales here are cooking, we're gonna get to the fun part, guys. And I wanna move this there. Okay, guys. So what comes next on this class that I believe is the most important part of this class, and I'm very excited to teach you about banana leaves, because these are my ultimate favorite leaves to cook with. You can use this to make cochinita pibil, you can use this to make barbacoa, you can use this to make tamales. It adds so much flavor to the food. I'm a personal fan, and so I was like, oh, they need to know how to use these leaves for tamales. Okay, so first of all, we want to clean them. So we're gonna open them here. And Northgate, they sell them like this in this packet. And look, they're huge. It's literally a giant banana palm leaf. So what we're gonna do is, well, first of all, we're gonna cut them so we can clean them easily. And I want to show you what is it that we're gonna do. They're very breakable to the touch, but don't let that intimidate you because we can still use them. Usually a banana leaf has like an edge that it's like thicker. We're gonna cut that out. And we're gonna leave pieces kind of like this is like an actual good size. For these tamales, we're gonna do the same process as we did the green ones. We're just gonna fold them in like a roll and that's it. But beware that you can use different types of shapes with these. You can make those little square. Have you seen those Oaxacan tamales that come like in a square, or the ones that are rolled, everything. Okay, so let's cut these ones. And here, let me show you. So here's the hard edge. I don't know if you can see it, Tere, but this edge is super, super hard. So I'm gonna cut it out. Have you ever cooked with banana leaves before, Tere?
Yes. We have a question. If they have a banana tree, do they need to cook the banana leaves first?
If they have, no, this is actually
uncooked.
Yeah. Somebody went there and cut it and packed it, and Northgate is selling it to me fresh. So no, you don't have to. I'm gonna teach you how to cook it right now. How to make it soft for the process of the tamal. The tamal, the banana leaf is finally cooking in the pot. Okay. We're gonna make 5 too. Oh, that's fun. Somebody here has a banana tree? Wow.
I do too.
Ah, what?
Yes.
Look at these guys. So it's super hard. I guess this is the part that it's attached to the tree or something. I've never seen it like in real life. You should show me, you should send me a picture, Tere, of your tree.
I will.
Okay. That's so fun. Oh, there's so many things you can do with banana leaves. Okay, guys, so this is like a tricky one because it's big, but at the same time, if I cut it in half, it's not gonna be big enough. So I'm just gonna leave it this size. And the fun part about the package that Northgate sells is that it comes with a lot of leaves. So, and sometimes the leaf shows you where to cut it because they're already a little bit like torn. So that's, I just pull it and that's it. Okay. So are there any questions, Tere, about the process of cutting the banana leaves?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, I'm gonna do a last one and then we move forward. Okay, we don't need this anymore. So see, like for example, here, this one's already a little, ya estaba quebradita, it was already torn, so I just make a good shape out of it, like this one. And this edge is a little hard, so I'm gonna cut it a little bit deeper. And there we go. Okay, next step. We have to clean them. And you can rinse them or just with a cloth, just kind of clean them on both sides like this. But if you're like, oh no, I better rinse them, you can totally do that. The leaves are super strong, they won't break or anything. And then what you want to do, the next step is to soften them. And to do that, we need open fire. Now you can use a comal, but that will take you longer. So what I do is just like these two burners here, and I just place it like this. Now I have Mexican hands, Mexican fingers, so I use them. Too many years of flipping tortillas with my bare hands, so fire doesn't get me. But you can use thongs or like some mittens. And what I want you to see is how it starts changing colors. You can see the leaf literally softening and being more flexible. And that's what we want to do. Do you see that, Tere? You can literally see it.
So it's kind of like when you do right, what do you call it? Seaweed for rolls.
Yeah. I've never done it. That would be a good experiment. So you use fire to make it soft? You mean like on the sushi?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Oh, let me clean it up. So here we have one, and look at the difference, guys. This is not breaking anymore. So let me show you what would happen with this piece. If you don't do the fire, see, it breaks.
That's happened before.
But now you can fold it, you can do whatever you want, and it's not happening. Nothing bad is happening. You have your intact leaf. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna place them here. We clean it. We wipe all the excess of, and then we place it there. And it's just a matter of seconds, like probably a minute or less. Make sure to flip them like a tortilla, and you're gonna see how the ashy color that the leaf had changes to a bright green. And that's when you know it's ready. Now, if you leave it more, like you leave it longer, then obviously it's gonna burn. So you need to be kind of like aware. There.
They want to know if they can microwave the leaves.
Ooh, that's a good question. You know what, guys? You beat me to this one because I've never done it, but I guess I've seen people cook them in water. So I guess that would be a good experiment. When I redid my kitchen, I got rid of my microwave because it was or the microwave or my hood. So I don't have a microwave anymore. I don't know. But yeah, but you can try and let me know. If they do get softened, please send me a text on Instagram because I really want to know. That would be
we will try it.
Yeah.
Or maybe like somebody also said in a toaster oven.
Oh, I don't know about that one because it's different way the heat. Because the toaster oven is meant to toast. I don't know. That would be a good experiment as well. I like this hack mentality. You all got. You're my kind of peep. Peeps, yeah. Yeah, let's save time, guys. There's no need. This would be the longest step of all these. But since I'm so used to flipping tortillas, I don't even think of it as much. But yeah, there you go. Look how pretty, and they kind of open like in a blossom. Okay, 2 more to go, guys. And then we start assembling these babies. There we go. Do you have any plans for Christmas today?
Spending it with my family.
Are you staying in Los Angeles?
Si Dios quiere, yes. For Christmas, yes.
Okay. Oh, this one is too small. Okay, perfect, guys. And there you have it. We have now our leaves are ready. So now let's start. Sorry about that. So we're gonna get the red, and then I went today to Northgate because this was from the package you guys sent me, Tere.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't. I looked for the meats, but I didn't find them. I don't know if you guys are gonna have them in the cocina or in the carniceria.
In the carniceria.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, make sure to find them there then. Perfect. Okay, so we bring back our masa. And this one, ay, estaba caliente. Okay. And let's start with the tamal building over here. Este es el round number 2. Okay. Now, the leaves are kind of slimy. No, slimy resbaladizas. What would be the word, Tere? It's not slimy, it's slippery. So make sure to spread them evenly because the husks will hold the masa easily. These leaves are more slippery, so you have to be more careful when you're spreading. But again, there's no rules really. Voy a poner un poquito más. Sí, como que se baja más fácil. A little bit more slippery. Okay. And again, about a spoonful. And then we roll and fold. Now here, the leaf is gonna be a little bit taller. So what I do, oh, where are my scissors? I had him here. But okay, what I do is I cut it. I cut it a little bit so it's not like, so it's like this. Oh, here are my scissors. Silly me. Yeah, so I cut the excess like this. But make sure not to cut it too much, okay? Because if you cut it too much, everything's gonna fall off. Perfect. Okay, next one. So in this case, guys, this is kind of wider, this side and this one. So I'm gonna go for this. Oh, and another important part. The leaves have two sides. The shiniest part is the outside. This one is a little less shiny, like more, you can tell is the inside of the leaf, and that's where we're placing the tamal.
Abril, they want to know if the corn husk and the banana leaves are interchangeable. Like, can you do what you're doing for the?
Oh, yeah. That was a personal choice. Yeah, you can, whatever kind of tamal you want to do in either one of them, you can. Yeah. It's just like in the northern part of Mexico, we use the husks. And to me, a very northern tamal is the tamal de pollo. That's why I chose the husks for the green one. And in the southern part of Mexico, they use the leaves more than the husks. And they are more familiar with all the pork and beef. So that's why I chose those. I made my decision like that. But no, you can use either way. It doesn't matter.
Perfect.
We're doing my last tamal class today is gonna be the mole ones.
I know.
Yeah, and we're gonna use the banana leaves and we're gonna make los envueltitos, the square ones, because that's how you make how they make them in Oaxaca. And I learned to cook tamales oaxaqueños when I was on my first trip to Oaxaca. I learned with a chef over there. Okay. Oh, that's my husband's favorite song. Okay, there we go. Then we fold. And then we cut. Oh, those scissors are running away from me. There we go. Okay. Then we cut.
So tell us, you had fun in your trip to Quintana Roo?
Oh, I did it. Yes, I did. I didn't want to come back. I never want. But you know what happens? Right after I get back, because you know, the travel is it's so heavy. The flights and the layovers and all that. So once I get back, I'm so thankful for my routine, my work, my the things I have to do here, and I get excited to know that I have my cooking classes. And I came back yesterday.
Wow.
And here I am today. Yeah. So but it's always a good reason.
Oh, well, we missed you, but we knew you had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. We went to this new place I've never been before called Bacalar, which is a lagoon on the south part of the state of Quintana Roo. You know, Quintana Roo is mostly for everyone, Cancun and all that, the more touristy parts, right? Well, this was so beautiful. It was very relaxing. There wasn't a lot of people, but you're in front of a huge lagoon with this kind of hippie bohemian vibe, very, very calm. I like that. We did, we rest. We weren't running
Wow.
around and doing, you know, all those things that in Cancun, like drinking and all that. We were just relaxing and having a good time.
How cool is that?
Okay. There we go.
Do your kids love tamales?
Yes, my daughter. My daughter lives for tamales. She really likes it. She likes the red ones though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I am more of a pollo tamal kind of girl. I mean, I like both, but the green ones are my favorites. Always the green is my favorite. Green salsa, green tamales. She likes, my husband and her like the meat ones. Okay, guys, I'm gonna make 2 more. And these ones are almost ready. So I'm gonna show you. Hold on. There. This leaf is alive. Now this is the big leaf. Remember I told you that I was gonna leave it big? So I'm not gonna use it all, obviously, because it's too much, but I'm gonna use the edges to fold it. So there you go. And you can go crazy, Tere. This is just me. I like thin, small tamales. But if our friends here want to make like the whole leaf or chunkier, that's like a personal choice. There's no good or bad when it comes to Mexican food. You can just do you. So let me show you. I'm gonna make a bigger one just to show everyone that bigger tamales. There's actually a huge tamal in Merida called pibipollo. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No.
There's like this, it's like a tamal cake. Oh, maybe we can do it in a class someday. It's just like it's like a pastel azteca, but made of tamal.
We shall try it.
Yeah. Look, this is like the biggest tamal. Vamos a ponerle más carnita because we like to put a lot of carnita in our tamales. There we go. We roll it. Perfect. We fold and we cut. And there you have it. Okay, now let me show you guys. Is there any questions before we look?
Ooh.
La masita ya está. That means our tamales are ready.
That was fast.
Yeah, because they're so little, like no hay muchos. Let me get some tongs so I can pull it. But since I cook them laying down, I'm a little scared. I've never cooked a tamal like this. Oh, but no, look, it's perfect. So this tamal is fully cooked, but if you look at it, don't freak out whenever you're doing your first tamal and you're gonna see them like a little bit like wobbly. They're cooked, it's just that they're super, super hot. And so you need to let them like cool down for a little bit before you open them, because if you open them right away, like right straight from the pot, they're gonna kind of fall off. But it's completely cooked. And it smells great. So this is the tiny one, remember? There it is. And why do we cook them standing up? Well, that's easy, just because you want the whole thing to cook nice and evenly, because they're open on the top. This is the way we fold them open. It's open on the top, so you don't want to make them like, for example, this one kind of came out a little bit. Yes, you can do other. I read that. Usually when a masa is overcooked, it's gonna be dry, and it's not. I mean, you can still eat it, but you can tell it's overcooked because the masa is kind of dry, and we don't want that. Okay, there we go. So now I'm gonna add a little bit more. Okay, so wait. I wanna show you what I like to do when it comes to the banana leaves. I'm gonna remove these. Remember, we use this on the bottom. We don't need this anymore. Let me add more water. We're gonna add more water. And now we're gonna do the same, guys, but with the banana leaves. We're gonna make a nice base here. Now, there's people that use the whole leaf to cover everything around the pot. You can do that. I'm not gonna do it because I still have to use a lot of banana leaves for the rest of my carnita. But you can definitely, if you have a lot of banana leaves, you can definitely do it. Like the sides, the bottom, everywhere. And you're making like a tiny and nice micro weather in here with all the leaves. You can even cover it on top. Ooh. I'm a huge fan, as you can tell, of banana leaves. I'm gonna make a live soon with, I'm gonna make cochinita pibil because I ate a lot of cochinita pibil in my last trip. So I was like, oh, let's make some cochinita pibil. Okay. And we repeat the process, guys. I'm just gonna put them standing up. These ones, okay, so here's the thing. The corn husks, I put them laying down and I wasn't super scared about it, but these are a little tricky. So these ones, you do wanna cook them standing up, always. I guess they're softer, so you don't want to make a huge mess. And you place them, I don't know if you can see that there. I want to show you how ideally, how
yes,
you would,
I can.
like this. One on top of the other or next to the other. Like little tamal soldiers. Okay. There. Okay. So I'm gonna remove this masita over here. I'm gonna remove this masita over here because we already. And we do another new masita to know where this other batch is gonna be ready. And that's it, my friends.
This was awesome. Thank you so much for having us.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you one of the tamales. So look, as soon as you let them cool off a little bit, you can see that they're already formed. They're a little bit harder. They're not so soft. And look at this. Let's see what happened here. Oh my goodness, Tere. No.
That looks delicious.
Oh my gosh. You know what I'm gonna eat today? Okay, there you have it. This was like the smallest one, but it's perfect. And again, guys, you can use, sorry, I can help myself. You can make them thicker. You can make them chunkier. You can make them bigger. Do whatever you love about tamales. It's your kitchen, your rules. Oh my gosh, Daddy. So good.
I'm telling you, next house I'm buying it by your house. I need to be your neighbor. Thank you so much, Alvarito. I learned a bunch of things today, especially that hack about the masa. That's a good hack, let me tell you. Thank you so much. I learned something new every time you're here. Thank you for having us in your home, and see you on Wednesday. And thank you so much. And it was nice to see everybody. Welcome all the new people, and see you Wednesday.
Thank you, guys. See you Wednesday.